Ladies and gentlemen, back by popular demand,
8121 on 1. Season 3, episode 6. We back at you again. I'm actually taking it back to the bedroom for this. I got questions. Most times, these questions reside in my head. But on this podcast, I'm going to ask these questions out loud. So how do we define question?
What is that?
Well, when I look it up, it says a sentence or word expressed to elicit information.
That's right.
Now, I don't think I want an answer for most of the questions I have in my head. I don't think I want an answer.
Well, allow me to retort.
I'm not looking for a definite answer because by this point, I realize that the person that the question pertains to is just who they are. But I still ask that question. Usually, I ask the question to myself. It's a simple question. The first question is, what the fuck is wrong with you? I don't ask the question for an answer because I know that you don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Now, there's 4 levels of questions. There's what that we just covered. There's who, there's how, and there's where.
Okay.
What, who, how, and where.
Got you, homie.
The first one, what, requires self-evaluation. I ask the question, what the fuck is wrong with you? Evaluate. The second one, who, requires even deeper evaluation. Who do you think you are? Now, the last 2, how and where, are usually situational, depending on the subject matter. Think about it. I just wanted to give you some key words or, some pointers, something to think about when you're asking those questions. Let's move on. I've had one question that's plagued me for nearly half of my life. At first, I thought it was only me until I spoke to some other people and they feel that way too.
How would you know that?
The question falls under the what category.
Hold on to your butt.
What, how, who, where. The what category has a root question, of course, which is what. But the root question is, what are you doing? You see, I can add things onto that, but it can all become, it's just semantics. But basically, I'm asking you, what are you doing? Now, let's put the question in a way in which it pertains to me. What are your priorities?
Whoa, stop right there.
You see how the word what is sitting in there? First one. What are your priorities? Now, I can go many ways from there. What are your priorities? At this moment, you would expect a person to look inside, gather their thoughts and say, these are my priorities.
Okay.
Right? Maybe. Now, at this point, you have to be careful. You have to be careful because the average person out here, at this point, they have to justify what they consider priority. Let me say that again. They have to justify what they consider priority.
Here we go again.
It all has to do with what's coming from them, from their perspective. I know you run into a lot of that. I could do a whole nother podcast on that. It's not about right or wrong. It's their perspective and how they see it and what makes them comfortable. Refer back to older podcasts me and Elondious talked about. Being comfortable. And being comfortable will make you justify the craziest things. I digress.
Don't give me attitude, sir.
What are you thinking when you celebrate and show more regard for a total stranger in a world so big, rather than show regard and celebrate in the world that you created?
What country you from?
There's a lot of who, what's, and where's in there. It doesn't really matter who I'm talking about, but this is a question that sticks with me. It plagues me. My decision to be who I am in this world is based on that question. My first line of defense are the people that are right next to me that deserve my attention. I don't need to front. I don't need to be or appear a certain way out in public. I don't need to do that. It matters what the people that care for me and I put on this planet, my children, let me say that. It matters what they think.
Correctamundo.
Did I support? Did I encourage? Did I provide? Was I there when you needed me? Was I a shoulder? Was I an ear? Did I calm you? Did I congratulate you? Did I make you feel like a giant? Did I give you what you were missing? Did I make you my assignment? Did I teach you? Did I make you believe in you by way of you believing in me? If there is a justification as an answer, we circle back to the very beginning and the very first question I asked at its basic level, which is, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?